From my perspective, the whole point of making musical criticism, art criticism in general, isn't to judge the art. It's not to say this is good, this is bad, this is whatever. There's not supposed to be that kind of layer of criticism as for whether something is good art or bad art. It's always funny to me to see critics who insist that something is horrible or insist that something is well, it's really the ones who insist something's horrible because it's so subjective. Art is absolutely subjective. It's the art is the art of subjectivity, I guess you could say, where you're really just doing what feels good. And of course, each person has different tastes, different life perspectives. They see things in completely different ways. They have different values. They are motivated by different things. They care about different things. And so, when criticizing art, it's so silly to, and honestly really lazy to just say, this is good art, this is bad art. And so when I do music, when I do album reviews on YouTube, my whole aim is to simply offer my perspective. I just wish to offer my knowledge of the artist, and I'm only going to review artists I really care about, that I'm truly invested in, so as to avoid the, again, lazy criticism. And see, this word, criticism, I want to transform this into what it used to be, and what it could be, which is not criticizing it, saying this worked, this didn't, this is good, bad, that whole seeing art as bad thing. I want to get past that and look at the artist and look at their work and say, okay, so with this album, this is where the artist is. Or at least, most recently, if it's their most recent album. This is where they were. And again, I'm only going to review artists that I know what I'm talking about. I never will. In general, I don't like to talk when I don't know what I'm talking about, and that's why I stay silent. But especially with art, and especially with music, something that's true and truly dear to my heart as a musician, as an artist, I only want to speak knowledgeably on what I'm talking about. So that's what I'm offering to you with these videos, is my knowledge of this is where the artist was in these past albums, where they were coming from, where they were at that particular point in time, analyzing the contextual energies, the situation that they were in when that album was created, where society was, where the world was at that time. And in some cases, I'd like to offer, and I think it's good in all musical criticism and all artistic criticism, where they could go. Now, I do not erroneously think, egotistically think, that I know where the artist should go. Hell no. I only have my perspective. And again, speaking as an artist, ultimately we are, as artists, the end-all be-all curator of our works. We know why, how, when, what, all of that. We know the intricate details of our works better than anyone else possibly could, even those who study our works infinitely. As the artists, we know where that subjective vision came from. And sure, the beautiful thing about art is, even as an artist, there are elements, there are layers to your work that other people will see and that you'll appreciate, but you never saw. Like, oh wow, I never thought of that lyric as meaning this. I guess it could. Yeah, of course. Okay, that's what it means to you. Cool. How fascinating. Awesome. And so I want to offer my perspective. That's really what I'm after here. Is just to offer my perspective when reviewing albums, especially considering I love astrology. To offer an astrological perspective of these artists, of these incredible artists and their works, and to offer that kind of insight, because I feel like that's lacking right now. I don't see any astrological artistic melding going on as far as criticism goes. And in general, I'd like to just offer up some criticism that's a bit more positive than what's out there. Especially on YouTube. Again, there's that very lazy notion of this is good, this is bad, and I'd like to get past that. So basically, I just want to set up this review series. I wanted to tell you who I am, a little bit about who I am, tell you what my goals, my aims are, and please, if you have any advice, any comments, any kind of whatever, I'd love to hear your perspective. Just like in my astrology YouTube series, I love when people are interacting. It's absolutely wonderful, and I read every single comment. So I promise you, I will read every single comment you post. There's so many comments that I just don't really have the time to answer, but I will do my best to answer. And yeah, let the revealing begin. Yay, I love art. It's gonna be so much fun. I can't really think of anything else to say. Yeah, so, namaste.